Hello and welcome to my tutorial on sets and functions. And this topic we're gonna learn about set and functions. Okay, let's start. What are functions? Simply refers to what something does or basically something that relates or connects one set to another set in particular way.
Pahingi.
Or basically something that relates or connects one set to another set in particular way. Functions are a special type of relation between sets which are themselves a fundamental concept in mathematics. Next is a set. Set is just a group or collection of things and its collection of numbers. But doesn't have to be a set or could be a collection of other things like letters, name, or just about anything. Set are sometimes shown visually like that on video presentation, but more often you will see set written using a common math notation, where some or all of the numbers of the set are put inside a curly bracket with commas between them. To understand how function work, it will help if we start by naming the two sets, the input and output set. A function is something that takes each value from an input set and relates it to a value by special names. The input set is usually called the domain, and the output set usually called the range. Other term is common to see some or all of functions input and output list in what we call a function table. A function table normally has two columns on the left for the input values and one of the right itself. Is often with above function table and informs sort of mathematical rule or procedure. And for one variable to another in the form of an equation like on the picture of y equals to 2x. In this equation, if we treat x as a set of the number that we can put input the domain and y as the set of numbers that we get as output the range. And for this example, like polygon, we can make a function table to show some of the possible input and output combinations. For this function, we could choose any number at all for the value of x. If we input the value 1, in other words, if we can substitute the value 1 for the x in our equation, then we get y equals to 2x 1, which simplifies to y equals to 2. Same as procedure in input number 2 and 3. Hello and welcome to this comprehensive tutorial on sets and functions, which are foundational concept in nearly every branch of mathematics. We begin by defining a set as a well-defined collection of distinct objects. These objects, known as element of the set, can be anything: numbers, letters, names, or even other sets. Sets are typically represented using a common mathematical notation where all the elements are listed and enclosed within curly brackets, separated by commas. For example, the set of integers is often denoted by Z. Moving on. A function is a specialized rule of mapping that establishes a precise relationship between two sets. The defining characteristics of a function is that it assigns exactly one unique output element from the second set to every single input element in the first set. This idea essentially explain what relates on connects element from one set to another in specific predictable way. To clearly understand this concept, we give special names to those two sets involved. The sets containing the possible input values is called the domain. The set containing all the resulting output value produced by functions is called the range. Consider the algebraic equation y equals 2x. If we select a number for the input x from domain, the function rule 2x calculates the corresponding output y in the range. For instance, if we input value 1, the domain, we substitute into equation y equals 2 is 1, which simplifies to y equals 2. This gives us an input-output pair 1 and 2. By calculating listing severals of this combination in function table, we clearly illustrate the specific relationship that the function defines between its domain and range. The concept of a set is foundational to modern algebra. Defined is simply as a well-defined collections of distinct objects known as its element or members. Sets are commonly denoted by capital letters and their elements are enclosed in curly braces. Key concept involving sets include various set notations, identifying subset, and performing fundamental set operation like union, combining all elements, intersection, finding common elements, and complement elements not in the set relative to a universal set. Understanding this set operation is crucial for defining the domain and range of functions. A function is a special type or relation between two sets, the domain input values and the codomain potential output values, distinguished by the strict requirement that every element in the domain is paired with exactly one element in the codomain. The single output rule is what separates a function from a general relation. A function is often denoted as fx to y, where x is the domain and y is the codomain. The set of all actual output values produced by the function is called the range or image, which is always subset of the codomain. Function can be represented in multiple ways, including equations, graphs, tables, and mapping diagrams. And that's all. Thank you very much. Let's go! Pum, 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 pum.